Picture this. In a family where supermodel sisters Gigi and Bella Hadid dominate the runways and magazine covers, their older sibling Alana has carved out her own inspiring story, one that just culminated in a dreamy backyard wedding. As the Hadid siblings continue to dazzle the world, Alana's recent nuptials have put her in the spotlight, reminding us that behind every famous face, there are untold tales of love, family, and personal triumphs. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. Alana isn't just riding the coattails of her supermodel sisters, she's a fashion innovator and entrepreneur in her own right. Let's dive into the details of her special day and the life that's led her there, exploring how this half-sister has built a legacy that's as unique as it is heartwarming. On Saturday, October 18th, Alana Hadid exchanged vows with Ross Williams in a cozy, intimate ceremony right in her father's backyard. It was a far cry from the glitzy galas you might expect from such a well-known family, opting instead for a personal touch that emphasized closeness and simplicity. Gigi and Bella, those iconic models who grace the biggest fashion shows in the world, like the recent Victoria's Secret extravaganza, served as bridesmaids, adding a star-studded flair to the event. And get this, both sisters walked down the aisle barefoot, embracing a free-spirited vibe that perfectly matched the overall theme. Alana, at 42, looked stunning in a vintage Vivienne Westwood gown, a choice that nods to timeless elegance, and a veil adorned with embroidered wildflowers, showcasing her love for nature-inspired details. Interestingly, while the bride was meticulous about her own attire, she gave her bridal party free rein to choose what they wore, as long as it incorporated the color green. This approach not only highlighted her laid-back personality, but also allowed everyone to express themselves comfortably. Imagine the scene: a lush backyard garden, barefoot bridesmaids in green, and a sense of pure joy permeating the air. It's the kind of wedding that feels authentic and full of love, rather than performative. Now, you might be wondering, who exactly is this Alana Hadid, the woman who shares the spotlight with two of the most photographed faces on the planet? As Gigi and Bella strut for top brands and dominate the fashion industry, Alana stepped into her own moment of fame on her wedding day. For those new to this, supermodels like Gigi and Bella are professional models who walk in high-profile fashion shows and appear in major ad campaigns, often earning millions and influencing global trends. Their careers have been meteoric, but Alana's path has been equally compelling, even if it unfolded later in life. And this is the part most people miss. She's not just a supportive sister. She's a trailblazer who's reinvented herself in her 40s. Let's unpack her story step by step. First off, it's important to understand Alana's place in the family. Born in 1983, she's the half-sister of Gigi and Bella through their father, Mohammed Hadid. Mohammed, the successful real estate developer, was married to Mary Butler at the time, and the couple divorced in 1992. Despite the split, they've remained on good terms, evidenced by them sitting side by side at Alana's wedding, a testament to mature family dynamics. They also share another daughter, Marielle, born in 1980. This blended family structure might raise eyebrows for some, sparking thoughts on how modern families navigate divorce and remarriage. But here's where it gets controversial. In a world obsessed with bloodlines and pure family ties, does being a half-sibling change how we view familial bonds? Some might argue it strengthens resilience, while others question the media's fixation on celebrity kin. What do you think? Does shared DNA or shared experiences define a family more? We'd love to hear your take in the comments. Beyond her family roots, Alana is a multifaceted entrepreneur. At 42, she's the co-founder of a popular loungewear and denim brand with stylist Emily Pearlstein, proving that creativity doesn't have an age limit. She's also collaborated on projects with brands like Strathberry and ANZ Clothing, and even launched her own eyewear line, Hadid Eyewear. In April 2024, she took an exciting leap into film by founding Watermelon Pictures, a production company focused on cultural representation and social advocacy. This venture is dedicated to giving voice to underrepresented filmmakers worldwide, amplifying stories that might otherwise go unheard. Imagine the impact. A platform where diverse narratives shine, challenging Hollywood's often narrow lens. It's a bold step that aligns with broader movements in entertainment for inclusivity, and it subtly counters the criticism that fashion figures only care about aesthetics. Could this be a game changer in how we view celebrity activism? Share your opinions below. Alana's bond with her siblings is palpably strong, and it shone through on her wedding day. She included Gigi, Bella, and their younger brother Anwar Hadid, who's 26 and has his own modeling and acting ventures, in her bridal party. Gigi and Bella donned green dresses, while Anwar took on the role of Maid of Honor, as highlighted in British Vogue. In a 2023 interview with People, Alana spoke warmly about her family's support. "We're a super supportive family of all the things that everyone's doing. We're always doing a million things, and we just support each other. They were like, 'You're going to kill it.'" This mutual encouragement is a beautiful example of how tight-knit families can propel each other forward, even in competitive fields like fashion. For beginners in celebrity dynamics, think of it like a team where everyone cheers for the other's wins, fostering growth instead of rivalry. And speaking of fashion, Alana hasn't shied away from stepping onto the runway herself. While Gigi and Bella are seasoned pros, Alana made her debut at age 40 during the Sagspot show at Copenhagen Fashion Week in Denmark in August 2023. Since then, she's walked for designers like Month and Elena Velez. In that same People interview, she reflected on the experience. "I said yes, as it's something that I've decided to do in my 40s. Just say yes to a lot of things. And it was amazing. It was phenomenal." This late-blooming modeling career challenges the notion that prime modeling years are strictly in one's 20s, proving that passion and confidence can lead to new beginnings at any age. But here's the controversial twist. In an industry often criticized for ageism and unrealistic standards, Alana's success begs the question, should runways be more inclusive of older models? Critics might say, yes, it's about diversity, while skeptics argue it dilutes the ideal image. What's your stance on age in fashion? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's discuss. Finally, let's talk romance. Alana and Ross met through a dating app, adding a modern twist to their love story. As she told British Vogue, "I felt like I was never going to meet anyone on the app. And then, no joke, I did one last swipe and there he was." Their first date was an early morning coffee run at 8 a.m. in Topanga, California, where they chatted for hours in an empty cafe. "It was kind of over after that," she said. "I knew right away, that's my husband." It's a reminder that true connections can happen unexpectedly, even in the digital age, offering hope for anyone navigating online dating. For those new to this, dating apps are platforms where people swipe through profiles to find matches, often leading to real-life meetings. Alana Hadid's journey, from half-sister to fashion mogul, runway star, and now wife, shows that life doesn't have to follow a script. Her story inspires us to embrace our unique paths, support our loved ones, and challenge societal norms. Do you admire her for reinventing herself later in life? Or do you think family fame played too big a role? Is the fashion world's emphasis on youth fair? Or is it time for change? And what about the power of family bonds in a blended household? Share your views, agreements, or disagreements in the comments. We're eager to hear from you and start a lively conversation.